Hi guys. Okay, so I have had, oh my goodness, I'm like echoing. Okay, there we go. I've had so many requests on a social media training, and I have been meaning to get around to making a video for you guys because I'm learning so many new things about social media and how it's evolving, how it's changing, and how, you know, coming from us who work our businesses from social media need to keep up um, with those changes. And so kind of going to just dive right in because I don't want this to be too long. I don't want it to be too wordy. I want to just get straight to the point. Okay, so I'm going to cover some basics and some not so basic things because I don't know where you stand versus the next person. So if you already got one part down, just wait, and I'm sure there will be at least a few things on here that you will learn that you didn't know before you watch this video. So here we go. Um, First and foremost, I want to say that the number one thing that is the most important for being successful, working your business through social media, is consistency. And by consistency, I mean you have a presence on social media every single day, and that when one of your potentials, whether you know that they're your potential or maybe they're just watching you and you don't know, when they go to your page, they expect to see something about your life. They expect to see the same type of thing every day. Um, if someone were to be watching me, they would pretty easily catch on to what I do every single day on social media. So, consistency first and foremost. And also, consistency applies to how often you post. I think to an extent it also applies to when you post. I think there can be some variation, and I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing. Some people do 7, 9, 12 to like the exact same time every day. I personally don't. My schedule is too crazy for that anyway. But I think that there are pros and cons to both sides of it. I think that by posting at a little bit different times, as long as you're doing a morning, a couple afternoon, a couple evening, and a couple at night, if the time changes a little bit, that's okay, because not everybody is going to be on social media at 7 o'clock every night. Not everybody is going to be on social media every single morning. And so as long as you're consistent about how often you post, that gives people the opportunity to see what you put. If you're only posting after like 1 or 2 p.m., say that's all, you only post after 1 or 2 p.m., you never post in the morning, there is a big handful of people that either don't work in the morning and so they're on their phones, or they do work and they're on their phones. And there's a big handful that are only on their phones at night. And so you have to be constantly putting yourself out there at all times of the day. The way I like to look at it is not posting basically means that you're telling people you're not up for business. If you haven't posted today, you pretty much told your followers, I'm not willing to run my business today. I have a closed sign on my storefront. So just keep that in mind, that when you are being consistent with your posting, that is showing customers and potentials that you are available. If you go to the same gas station every day, you're relying on the fact that they stay open consistent amount of hours. If there's a gas station down the road that sometimes they're open, which I've never seen this, but say for example there's a gas station and sometimes they're open, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they just close. They just turn off the pumps. They just close the doors. Same for a grocery store or like a boutique. You're gonna go to the place that is always consistent about their hours, where at least like if you're gonna go to them, that they're gonna be open, and they're gonna be present. And the same consistent amount of business posts, product posts, and other like lifestyle posts about you. Like for example, there's a 3-3 rule, and there's also a 2-2-2 rule. 3-3 rule is 3 business posts, 3 product posts a day, and then put fillers in between, like as in like, ooh, look at my dog. That's not a business post or a product post. That's just a you post, which is good because those show you're a real person. I think that those need to be added in, but that doesn't count towards your 3-3. And then there's a 2-2-2, which is 2 business, 2 products, and 2 filler life posts, which would be like, hey, my dog. Hey, look at what I ate for dinner. Those don't attract customers. Those don't attract distributors. Me even just saying like, oh, I love just being home with my dog. That doesn't tell anybody about what I do or the opportunity I'm offering them. That's just a picture of my dog, which is, like I said, good to have, but it doesn't have influence your business. And so I don't necessarily believe that there is a right or wrong way to do it. I think you just need to figure out what works for you and be consistent with it. I would, at the very minimum, put 2 business and 2 product posts a day, and go from there. Find a schedule that works for you. Find an amount that works for you, and like I said, just be consistent with it. Oh, my hair, such a mess. Okay. Goodness gracious, it is not a hair day for me. I was on my live video and like it was sticking up everywhere. Had it in a pony and that wasn't working, and so I went to the bun. It's okay. I haven't even hardly done anything today. I just went and worked out and went shopping, and so I haven't seen anybody I know, so it's cool. Okay, anyways, I thought I wasn't gonna ramble, and here I am. Okay, so the next thing that I want to go over is posting. I think a good rule of thumb when you're trying to figure out a post is to sit there and imagine, if I were on the other end of this, if I were on the receiving end of this, would this catch my eye? Whether it's a product post or a business post, would this catch my eye? Don't post just to post. Don't just throw something up there to fill in your 3-3 rule or whatever rule you have. Don't just mindlessly post. And I think that's something that a lot of us get in the habit of. And, you're better off to just post nothing at all than to post a bajillion, crappy posts. And don't take that as I'm saying don't post at all. Said you're better off post at all. Do not just not post, because you will not be successful in this. Sorry, y'all. I have to figure out my hair because I know y'all don't care, but I'm just sitting here looking at it, and so I have to be content with it. Okay, whatever. This is just gonna have to work. It's fine. Yeah, this is fine. It's cool. Okay. Like, sometimes, like, I saw this video, sorry, I'm rambling again. I saw this video of this girl who was just like, I'm done with my hair. I'm tired of messing with it, and so I'm just gonna shave it off. I'm like, I would never shave off my hair, but, like, sometimes I really think about it because I hate dealing with my hair. Okay. Okay. I'm so sorry. Alrighty. So anyways, yes, don't just post just to post. Don't just throw something up there, like, carelessly. You guys, we make money from our phones. This is our business, and we have to start taking it seriously. And I'm speaking for all of us. This is something that I kind of had to really think on and really reflect on. I had to sit back and say, is my Instagram, is my Facebook something that would intrigue me? Am I really at my higher level of self? Am I really on the top of my game? Could I do better? Where can I improve? And sometimes you have to take a step back and just ask yourself that, you know. And so I had to start cleaning up my Instagram, and so that's kind of what I'm making this video on. Is because I know a lot of people have said they need help with social media, and I also know a lot of people, you know, are in the same position I am, where you know you need to do better, but you want to know where to go next. And so, yeah, so posting. Things that would catch your eye. Write out your post. Be very thoughtful about your post. And that is what I have really learned over the last few months, is when I put some oomph into my post, when I like just really make it a goal to make somebody feel something from my post, especially with business posts, it goes such a far way. And also, I think on that note, I think that adding at the end of your post some kind of way that you're offering this to somebody else, whether it's in the business or products, like instead of just saying like, oh my gosh, I love what this business is doing for me because of this, or I love what this product is doing for me because of this. At the end, make sure that you add in something that makes them say, oh, I can do that too, you know? Make that offer at the end. Don't say, okay, now if you're ready to sign up for my 90-day challenge, you know, text me, whatever. Say something like, if you're looking for something that's going to make you healthier, or if you're looking for something that's going to make you stronger, or if you're looking to grow out your hair, then we need to talk, you know, or, you know, or I can, and add in, like, I can give you a wholesale discount. Just add in something to where, you know, because if you're just posting a bottle of your fat fighters, you're like, oh my gosh, I love these fat fighters because I can eat whatever I want, and it blocks all the fats and carbs. The normal person is not going to say, oh, then that means I can get that too. You have to offer it. Same with the business. If you're just talking about what this business has done for you, or you're talking about how one day I'm going to buy a car because I love this business, it's doing so many amazing things. If you're not saying at the end, like, this can change your life too, you know, and I can show you how to be successful in this. If you're not adding in something that, you know, makes them realize that they can have the same thing, then there's no point in the post, if that makes sense. And, you know, I think, like I said, we make money from social media. And so it's time to step up our game. The way of social media is changing so much. And, you know, used to, like when I first joined 2 years ago, you could throw up whatever you wanted to. It didn't matter what your picture looked like, honestly, as long as you were being consistent. And at this day and age, like, you have, and it sounds bad, but it's really not. You have to have pretty pictures. You have to know what you're doing if you want to leave a mark in social media. All these people that have hundreds of thousands of followers, they post pretty pictures. They take the time to, you know, they really, how do I say this? The word is on the tip of my tongue. Whatever. Their social media is a high priority for them. And it's more than likely because that's how they make money. Okay, if you look at all of our top income earners, they make a point to just make their social media unique. And that's more than anything, the most important part of it all is just being you. And, you know, putting time into it, taking it seriously, because you guys, like I said, this is how we make money. Sorry, this is how we make money. So you have to take it seriously and step up your game. The way of social media is always going to be changing. It's changed so much from when I joined 2 years ago. And so we have to constantly be evolving with social media and, you know, like I said, taking it seriously. So the next thing that I wanted to add was editing. Because I feel like that is super, super important with your pictures. Like I said, pretty pictures go a really long way. And so, what was I going to say? Also, a trick that I have learned that I feel like is really cool is, and so easy too. Use the same filter on all of your pictures, because then your Instagram flows so nicely. People, when they go to your Instagram, it's like a highlight reel. Like, it's just like your portfolio. And so using the same filter on all of your pictures just makes everything like just flow so smoothly. And so I highly suggest PicTap my favorite editing app. My editing, what I do is I add one layer of crispity, one layer of highlights, one layer of crispity, one layer of highlights, one layer of bright side, and then usually another layer of crispity. What's really cool about PicTap is you can layer the filters however you want, and then you can save that recipe. And so then when you go to edit another picture, you can just go to My Style, and it'll show you recipes, and you can click the same one every time. It makes it so easy. I'm trying to think. Some people love putting the white borders. I would suggest doing white borders if you are going for more of like the blogger style. That's not really me. That's not my style at all. But if you're going for like that blogger style, add white borders. I think that looks really pretty. I'm trying to think of what else. Okay, on to the next. Now this kind of goes with the same thing. In order to edit your pictures and make them look pretty, you also have to take pretty pictures. I'm going to give you an example. Okay, as you can see, I mean, my hair is a mess right now, but I'm in front of the window. And so I'm in front of natural lighting. And so the background is more dark and my face is lighter. And so it's just good lighting. Okay, if I turn and I take it in front, look at how different that looks. Just from changing the lighting. I'm in front of the window. I have the window behind me versus in front of me. Okay, so that's super important to know. I dropped my charger. It's super important to know. And, this goes back to taking your business seriously. Get creative, take time to just take a really good, clear picture, and then take the time to write a really good caption with it. You can even fix your hair and your makeup one day. This is clearly not my day. Fix your hair, fix your makeup one day, and just take a bunch of pictures. Start getting creative. Try new angles. Try, getting like a sticky case to stick on the wall, or some kind of like tripod, or I'll show you what I got. This is what I got, and it's like, it looks weird. It has a clamp. So basically, I can clamp it onto something. I'm just going to use my phone for example. Well, I don't know. Okay, say I clamp it to my desk. And then I can move this however I want. I want y'all to see it a little better. I can move this however I want. I'm trying to get it to where y'all can see it. And then I got this at Ross, you guys. I'm pretty sure you can get them online. And then I just put my phone on it and sit back, and I can take a picture. It's basically like a tripod, but you can attach it to anything. And I love it. And so I'll take pictures of me sitting at my desk. I'll take pictures of me outside. And it does take a little bit of time. Like, honestly, it takes more time than me just being like, but it just comes out so much nicer and more professional. And, it all comes back to treating this like a business. How do you want people to see you? Do you want people to take you seriously? That's the main thing. And so, like I said, you can fix your hair and your makeup one day and just get your tripod out, get a friend to come over. You don't even have to do that. Order a sticky case. You can stick it up on the wall, you guys, and it just takes pictures of you. Stick it to like a reflective window or something while you're out shopping. It sounds crazy, but just stick it to, like a reflective surface, step back, you can see what you look like, pose, and it takes a picture for you, you know? Or, you know, all the time I get my boyfriend to just take a picture of me. But anyways, you can fix your hair, fix your makeup, get dressed, whatever, take a bunch of pictures, change outfits, take some more pictures, change outfits again, take pictures for the week. I do that half the time. I'm trying to get better at it to where on the same day every week I just do a picture day, because not that I care if my hair is perfect or my makeup's perfect, but I want to look professional on my social media, and I want to you know, just take pretty pictures, clear pictures, in other words. So yeah, there's tons of YouTube videos on people that are like social media queens who literally take videos telling you all their tips on lighting, selfies, how they take pictures. There's one girl that I was watching a video on, and she takes pictures with her feet. She literally puts her feet up on the dashboard, puts her camera on her feet, takes the picture with her feet, and like sits back. I don't know that I could do that. But, you know, there's just all these cool tips and tricks, and you have to take the time to learn those things. Because at first it might be a little frustrating. I know when I first got that little tripod thingy, I couldn't get to work, and so I was just like, oh, I'm not going to do it. You know, I'm just going to take selfies. But once I practiced with it a little bit, and once I, like, got the hang of it, it got so much easier. So, and another trick that I have learned, on to the next, another trick that I have learned is to put your highlights on your Instagram, okay? Your pretty pictures, okay? And then put randoms on your story. Like, for example, if you take a picture of you rapping, you know, like, you could post that on your feed, but no one's gonna read the words to it. No one's gonna read your caption. So put that picture in your story where more people are gonna see it, you know, and then put your really pretty pictures, like the pretty picture that you took in your dress that evening or whatever. I don't know. Take that picture and put it on your Instagram. And so when people go to your Instagram, they see your highlights, they see your profile, they see all of those pretty pictures that you've edited and taken time to do. And this is going to take practice, you guys. This is not something that happens overnight. But the more we're thinking about these things, and the more you know, we're trying to step up our game, if you try, you can do it. And so it's going to take a little bit of learning, and it's going to take stepping up a little bit. But really, if you're putting effort into your social media, you're going to see a huge drastic change in your business. And like I said, times are changing, and so that's part of this business, is we're changing with it. Okay, so also a trick that I have learned is I will make a story on Instagram or Snapchat, and I'll doodle on it or write the caption or whatever, save it, and then I'll just have it in my camera roll and add it to my stories on my other accounts. And so I'll make it on Instagram, save it, go to my Facebook where you can add your story on Facebook, and I'll just go to my camera roll and add the same one. I'll show you, for example, real quick. Okay, so you're on Instagram. Sorry, this is like backwards. Go to camera. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture. Okay, and you can change the filter on it. You can add cool stickers and stuff. I don't know. I have fun with it, honestly, because you can just make it super cute. I'm gonna add something. Okay, let me look. Sorry. and you can write. My favorite is this little glow one in the middle. It comes out so pretty. Let me show y'all. And it does, I mean, it's not something that just happens, like it's not, it takes a little time. It takes a few seconds, as you can tell, to make it how you want. I'm a perfectionist. But this is what I came up with. Okay, and so right here, down here in the corner, I'm going to click save. Okay, so it saved it, and then I'm going to add it to my story. Okay, it's added to my story. Now, I actually have 2 Instagrams. I just started building my second one. And so I post the same things on both Instagrams, in case y'all were wondering. But I add followers on both every day, and I message on both every day. It looks the exact same now. Okay, so I'll go on my other Instagram, click the camera, and it has down here, right here, where you can click the camera roll. It's only lasts 24 hours, so it has to be something you just saved. Are you kidding me? My phone just died. 1 second. Rat girl props. Okay, so I'm charging that. Whatever. Okay, at least I saved it, right? So I'll go and I'll click that camera roll and I'll add the same story that I did on that one. It's restarting already. So I'll add it on that one, and then I'll go to Facebook and I'll add it there. And then I'll go to Snapchat and I'll add it there. And so sometimes not Snapchat, it totally just depends. Sometimes I do Snapchat's different. And that's totally up to you. Jesus, as soon as my phone turns on, I can. But with the story, it's more of a place for you to just kind of have fun with it, and it doesn't have to be perfect. I'll put a lot on my story about, like, I'm looking for somebody that wants to grow out their hair. Or, like I just did. Okay. So I'll go to down here to camera roll. Click the one that I just took. And click add to story. That easy. Okay. And then Facebook, same thing. Go to Facebook. Click this camera up here in the top corner. Why is it not working? Okay, there it worked. Okay, and on this one, it's down here. So you'll click bottom right. Click the one you just took. Add to story. Okay, and I do the same things with my posts. I just copy and paste. Some people do their Facebook totally different than their Instagram. I just copy and paste because that works for me. Right. So that's just something I kind of figured out on stories. I like creating them on Instagram because Instagram has a bunch of cute like writing tools. You can write where it looks like chalk. You can write where it's like glowing, like the one I just took. There's cool like stickers, or you can do like a hashtag or day of the week or whatever. So I like making them on Instagram, doodling on them, and then and I'll show y'all the one I did today. And I'll add them throughout the day too. I do multiple a day because people do watch them. So I started with this one, and it just says, looking for 3 ladies that want to do a bikini challenge with me. Swipe up for info. And so when they swipe up, it's a message. So that's them replying to my story. And so I've had several people respond to me and say info or what is it. that kind of thing. And then I just do like a random, like this is not something I would put on my profile, just my story. That's just a shopping bag. And then the one I just took. Okay, so, alrighty. Another thing, go live. This has been something that I've done in the past. I've done lives, maybe a couple a month. I'm challenging myself to do a live every day. And what I'll do is if you have 2 devices, set one up for Instagram and set one up for Facebook and just click go live at the same time. So kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Use somebody else's phone, log into your Instagram, whatever. But the thing is, you guys, is on Facebook, a live video is 600 times more likely to be seen. Did y'all hear me? 600 times more likely to be seen. That's how the algorithms are. If you have a live video, not just a video you take, I know it's more safe to take a video and then post it, go live. Just do it. And, don't be afraid to mess up. I think that was the biggest thing for me is I was so afraid to mess up. And then, people love to see that you're real though. People love to see your vulnerability. And so I'll get on and I'll say, sorry y'all, I'm so bad at these lives. I say that every time because I feel like I am. But you guys, every single time I do a live without fail, maybe it's because I always say it too, but every time I do a live, I get either a potential customer or a potential distributor. Every time. Okay? And so I'll sit there and I'll ask myself, why am I so freaking scared to do lives? Because they always go so well. So many people see it. And the cool thing about lives is you have their attention. Okay? Say you do a 5-10 minute live, you have their attention for that 5 or 10 minutes. Okay? And don't overthink it. Have something in mind of what you're going to go over. Like for me, I'll take notes so that when I get like totally off track and I get, distracted, I can just refer back to my notes. I don't write down everything I'm going to say, but I have key points that I want to go over. And, a good place to start is talking about your story or talking about your goals or, do a Q&A where I've had a lot of people asking me questions. Even if you haven't had a lot of people asking you those questions, make a video over it of some questions that you feel like people have but don't ask. Over the business Q&A. How do you make money? Come up with one. How do you make money? Gosh, I'm trying to think of some more. I actually wrote this down. Is this a scam? And talk about why it's not a scam. Okay, I have the note and I can't find it. Okay, whatever. You get what I'm saying. Just start somewhere. It doesn't have to be some elaborate inspirational thing. Get out your favorite product. If you don't have a favorite product, by the way, you need to find one. Find a product, fall in love with it. Do a video over your favorite product. Do a live video of you rapping and talk about what the rap does and how freaking cool it is. Okay? Start somewhere. Just do a live video. Alrighty. So today for the first time today, I did 2 platforms at the same time. I did one device for Facebook and one device for Instagram, and it went really well. It was cool. I got interaction from both, and I didn't even think about the fact I was doing 2 at one time. So super cool. Another tip and trick that I wanted to share with you guys that I have learned is the importance of being on 3 platforms. Okay. So work with me on this because I'm still learning some of these things. Be on 3 platforms. So Instagram and Facebook for sure. Okay. Now the third is up to you. And this means to actually consider yourself pre- have a presence on that social media platform. Like, for example, I have a Twitter. I don't post on it. I don't get on it. You could use Twitter, but you're going to have to either figure out the tips and tricks on how to grow a business through Twitter. Same with Pinterest. Some people do it. You can get on YouTube and you can find those things. YouTube is great. That's a great platform to be on. Jade Hooper is a great example of that. She's been doing videos since she started, and she has a very, very large presence on YouTube. For Snapchat, from what I've read, to actually be consistent and be effective with Snapchat, it would be about 11 Snapchats a day. So that's something I'm gonna have to work on. I am still trying to decide. I have 2 Instagrams and I have 1 Facebook, and so I guess that's 3, but I don't really consider it 3. I really started creating my second Instagram because if one of my Instagrams were ever to get shut down, at least I have a backup. And so, or, on the other hand, once I reach my max followers, I can, I have another business. I have another Instagram that I'm growing. And so, I wouldn't really consider that 3 platforms. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to go wholeheartly with YouTube or with Snapchat. Twitter and Pinterest aren't really, I don't know. Yeah, whatever. So work with me on this because I'm learning too, you guys, and I'm sharing these with you as I learn them so that we can all be doing this together, And so if you'll have questions, ask me. But also if you have tips, share them with me. Make a video because I'm still learning too. We're all learning. Okay. So also with social media, next tip, next point. Growing your audience. So you want to be adding and following people every single day. Okay. Now with Snapchat, I don't know necessarily how you add people on Snapchat that aren't already on your other 2 platforms, but I would definitely be adding people that are on your other platforms to Snapchat because ideally your Snapchat's going to have different content. It's kind of going to be like a behind the scenes type thing, kind of like your stories are. So, if you're going to go wholeheartedly with Snapchat, I would do something different than what you have on your stories for Instagram and Facebook, especially if you have all the same people. Remember, 11 snaps a day. Okay, so for Instagram, growing your audience on Instagram. Follow 40 an hour. That's the max, 40 people an hour. And then interact, like and comment. Just interact with those people. Make them notice you. They're going to see all these likes from, Sav Diamond, and they're going to be like, who is that? Who is this girl? And they're going to go look at my page. Okay. I follow girls who I feel like I would have something in common with. Anyone that looks over 18. And that's another point I want to throw in. Someone is turning 18 years old every single day in this world. You are never going to run out of people to follow. You're never going to run out of people to talk to about this business because there is literally every single day somebody turning 18 years old. And every single day there's somebody losing their job. Every single day there's someone finding out they're pregnant. Every single day there is somebody who, their husband leaves them. I don't know. Every single day people's lives are changing. And so you don't count anyone out. I don't follow guys. That's your personal decision. I just don't. There's plenty of women for me to talk to in this world. Don't overthink who you're following. Like something I did when I was new. I'm not afraid to admit it. I would go through and look up people with the hashtag fitness, people with the hashtag work from home. Don't do that. Just go and just follow. Take massive action. The more you follow, the more people are going to see your stuff. The more people you're going to be able to interact with, okay? Constantly be building those relationships, constantly be growing your audience, constantly following every single day, every single hour. Okay. On Facebook, add 10 people an hour. Okay. So you just went and followed 40 people on Instagram. You're going to go add 10 new friends on Facebook. Don't add people that you have a ton of mutual friends with. Don't add people that, you have mutual friends with that are in It Works. Just don't do it. Okay. Don't. Go find people that you don't have any mutual friends with. Also, add yourself to groups. This is a cool trick that I've learned on Facebook. Let me show you. Okay. So right here, you have groups. Okay. And these are all the groups I'm in. It shows you all the groups you're in. You can click Discover. Look at this, you guys. Tons. Look at all these interests. Recommended, buy and sell, sports, cars, parenting, movies, spiritual, inspirational, travel, style, home and garden. Okay. So like, say for example, I'm just going to take a recommended one. Or I'm going to show you one that I'm in. So this shows me all the ones that I'm in. I'm going to go to, like say for example, I'm in this boutique one. That's fine. I'll show you that one. Well, no, it's not a good one to show you. Here you go. This is a good one to show you. Blend and Slay. This is a makeup one, okay? I love these groups actually because I really do learn a lot of stuff about makeup because I'm so bad at it. You guys, 33,000 people, okay? And these, I just add myself to tons of them, y'all. Just recommended. I'll go through and I'll just add myself to them. Okay, so with these groups, don't get in there, don't get approved to be in there, and then go post, hey, I'm an It Works distributor, add me. You will get removed. Be very discreet about it and personal with it. Add yourself to the group. Kind of like, comment when you see stuff, interact a little bit, comment, and then say for example, for that makeup group, I'll post a picture of some lipstick, say for example, a MAC lipstick or whatever. I'm not good with makeup. Post a picture of a lipstick that I found on Pinterest, and I'll post it and I'll be like, has anyone tried this? Is it any good? Okay, and that way you're interacting with those people, and then friend request some people. Add some friends on there. But don't go through the members and just add. Kind of build a relationship with them. But yeah, you can post in them. Just make it about what the group is about. And that's a great way to build a relationship. That's a great way to find new friends and grow your audience. So I think the biggest thing for me, next point, building relationships, the biggest thing for me is when I'm scrolling through social media, which we all catch ourselves doing, I will just comment on as many posts as possible. Like, comment. I'll put, like, if I see a really pretty picture of a girl, I'll just put the fire emoji. See a picture of a baby or a dog, I'm just like, oh my gosh, so precious, whatever. Because if that person doesn't know who you are already, they're going to see that comment. People see comments more than likes. I know I do. They're going to see that comment and they're like, who is that? And they're going to go to your page and they're going to look through, okay? So this applies for Instagram or Facebook. When you're scrolling, start commenting. Now, something else that I wanted to add that I'm kind of learning is that your bio and your profile pic is what is going to determine if someone's going to follow you back. Okay? Straight up, honest. And you can play around. Figure out what profile pic works for you. Figure out what bio works for you. I've changed mine 1.5 million times. So your profile picture is what catches their eye. So if it's, like I said, a really pretty, clear picture, instead of, like, no one's going to follow me if I'm doing this. you know, I know I'm weird. But for real, like if it's a clear picture where they can actually see you, um, you know, that's the kind of picture you want. And you want a picture of you. I know you love your boyfriend. I know you love your dog. I know you love your kid, but you want this to be a picture of you. Okay? And your bio is going to describe what people will see when they follow you. So, sorry, I took some notes so I wouldn't get off track, just like I do in my lives. Your bio describes what people will see when they follow you. So, talk about you, not your business. No putting It Works distributor or have you tried that crazy rap thing? Don't do any of that. That's so outdated. We're stepping up our game with social media. You are going to talk about you. Talking about It Works does not tell anyone what is unique about you. Talk about how you have a dozen cats and you love Nutella. Don't talk about the raps. Talk about you. Okay? Everyone has something unique about them. Okay? And make sure you put that in your bio. Inspiration is what I want to talk about next. Find inspiration. Go find leaders. Go find top earners with It Works that you can look up to. Everyone looks up to somebody else. Everybody looks up to different people. Everybody is inspired by different people. One of my diamonds, Carly, she is inspired by completely different people than me. And she's my downline. And she is inspired by totally different top leaders in this company. For me, a few of mine are Sherry Lynn, Alcala, I think is her last name. I don't know, I can spell it, I can't say it. I'm really inspired by Courtney Bohr, that's my upline. I'm really inspired by Jade Hooper, Courtney Levy. I'm really inspired by, I'm trying to think of a few. Connor Stewart. And these are people I've found over time. Jocelyn Yates, I'm really inspired by her. I'm really inspired by Ronnie. I'm really inspired by Stephanie Dunn. Let me see who I have. And so these are people that I will go and I occasionally will just go Kayla Monty. She's beautiful, and I really admire her Instagram because she's very professional about it, and I think that's really cool. Same thing with what's her name, Alyssa Billiou. Okay, those are some people that really inspire me and people that I've found over time from getting on YouTube and watching training videos. Ooh, and Carrie Young, she inspires me a lot too. Just by getting on YouTube and by watching top trainers' videos, and also by getting to events and listening to them talk about their story. And that's how I find my inspiration. And so find who you look up to. You need at least 3 people that you look up to. I go and I look at their social media so I can get some ideas. I don't take their posts or their pictures. I just look for some inspiration. And I'll go I'll go to their YouTubes if they have a YouTube account, and I'll listen to, some of their training videos. That's aside from social media though. So also for inspiration for your Instagram or Facebook or whatever social media account you're on, get on Pinterest and also get on YouTube. Go on there, find some tips on how you can improve your social media. You would be amazed at how many trainings there are, even outside of It Works distributors, just people that are really good at what they do on social media, and they will share all their tips with you. So get on there and start finding some stuff that really inspires you. Get some ideas. Pinterest and YouTube both. They're just packed with some really cool stuff that can teach you a lot about social media, and also with how to take pictures, like I said earlier. Like I said, this is your business. invest into it. Take it seriously. Because times are changing and you don't, and you want to change with them. You want to be on top of your game. And we're all going to do this together. It's all a learning process. We're constantly learning, constantly evolving. And I think that's what's really cool about working with social media. It's really fun. It's really, really fun to just, keep up with what the thing is to do now. It's always changing. So, that's what I want to add also is, I'm still learning so many things, constantly learning. And there's never been a point in my business where I wasn't learning. And I think that's what's made me so successful in this business too. Part of it is that I'm always willing to learn something new, and you have to have that mindset with how you work your business and with social media. So, social media game is just changing, like I said. It's changed so much just in the last 2 years that I've been in this. Like, it's crazy. I wish I could go into how much it's changed. That would just take too long. So I know it's natural to just get kind of lazy when you're posting or when you're messaging or just anything, and kind of go through the motions. But we can't do that. Literally, the littlest things are going to go such a long way. Taking time to take pretty pictures, take time to edit, take time to put the really good wording with it. If you go to any top income earner in this company, you will see that they treat their social media like it's their business. They take it seriously because they make money. We make money from our phones, and if you're lazy or you're inconsistent with that, that's going to reflect directly onto your paycheck. So just think of it that way. And I'm constantly working on bettering myself. I'm constantly working on bettering my business. So I'm doing this with you guys. And like I said, if y'all have any tips, share them with me. If you have any questions, ask me. And I hope that this was somewhat beneficial to you guys. I didn't mean for it to be this long, but hopefully I covered some good stuff, and hopefully you can say that you learned at least a few things from this. So I will let you know if I learn any other good stuff and tips and tricks. So I hope you all have a great night. That's it.